Hello, good evening, namaskara, and welcome into season 3 of the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Awesome Divination Summit 2024. Today, we have an expert making his debut on our platform. And by debut, I mean only that. First time on our platform. The work he does is by no means a first time thing. He has been using Vedic mantras, yoga and gemstones, Vastu and astrology for self for 30 years, for helping others for 21 years, and for teaching it for 18 years. He is Jyotish Guru, has founded Shri Jyotir Vastu to teach and spread the knowledge of Vedanga Jyotish and Shastric healing therapies. He has spent more than 2 decades in learning, researching, and gaining expertise in Vedic Jyotish, numerology, Karmakanda, Vedic Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Vastu Shastras for different dimensions, Yantra therapy, and 100 plus Vedic methods of sacred rituals such as pujas, yagyas, and abhishekam. He brings for us today and tomorrow the $1 million Astro-Vastu Remedy Blueprint. Why $1 million Astro-Vastu Remedy Blueprint? Because home is not just where the heart is. It is the very space that shapes and molds us, including having a huge impact on our health, wealth, and relationships, all of which either make us or break us. Whether it was JK, who started earning 10 lakhs per month and hugely improved relationships within 90 days, or S, who attracted clients and cleared a loan of 70 lakhs in 3 months, whether it was attracting 100 plus students within 90 days or recovering, pending for years, 3 crore payment in just 40 days. All this was possible with the powerful combination of astrology and Vastu as given by our expert today. If improved health and well-being, enhanced relationships, wealth and career opportunities and growth are what you are looking for, then the divination methods that will create the environment conducive for this are the accurately valuable astrology and Vastu or Astro-Vastu. And you, dearest people, are in the right place at the right time on a call that is filled with knowledge, information, insights, and ultra valuable tips that you will definitely want to make note of. On the call today, understand the directions, be it singular or dual powered, and the planets and colors associated with it, kitchen and bathroom directions and remedies for the same. See how a home went from being a space of disease and lack of relationships to one of abundance and health, and more and more and more. So tighten your seat belts and get ready for the action to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for and join me in giving a warm Mystic Lotus welcome to the expert making his debut with us today, Shri Gopal. Hi, Gopal ji, welcome in.
Thank you, Neeluji, and thank you everyone for joining this. I'm really excited over there to talk with all of you. So great to have you on this call. So the best thing is that because we are doing a divination workshop, right? So let's start with something divine, isn't it? Right? So in India, particularly, we say that anything we start with the name of the Guru and Ganapati, right? So I'm just sending a blessings to you. Just straighten your posture. Just sit straight, and I'll be chanting one mantra, and then we will be chanting the name of the Guru 12 times. You just need to listen to me, and you will be able to receive it. Just sit straight over there, okay? ॐ गणानां त्वां गणपतिं गुं हवामहे प्रियाणां त्वां प्रियपतिगुं हवामहे निधीनां त्वां निधिपतिगुं हवामहे वसो मम आहमजानि गर्भधमा त्वमजासि गर्भधम्मा. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Ganapataye Namaha. Now we have invoked the auspiciousness of Ganapati. You feel it over there across to you because Ganapati is obstacle remover and work starter. And I'm going to, blow your mind that how you can actually use the Ganapati's energies in this session, specifically in Vastu, to solve multifaceted problems. And now we will be invoking the energies of Guru because Guru is the one who guides you, who gives you a direction, who gives you a light. So, because there are 12 Rashis, so we will be using the 12 names of Guru. I mean, we will be chanting 12 times Guru mantra. Just feel it. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Now we will bow to all the teachers that we have because of them what we are right now. And we will start with this, you know, this specific session. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for joining this session. I'm really excited to talk about Astro-Vastu today. Astrology and Vastu combined together, which can give you fantastic results, not in 6 months, not in 90 days. Maybe, if you are very much, you know serious enough, you might get results in 20 days or 40 days as well. And I have done a transformations over there in the life of the people, in the life of the institutions, and the life of the multiple people. So just to start with, hi, my name is Gopal Krishna, and I am an Astro-Vastu expert. I have almost 30 years of experience learning Sri Jyot, specifically Jyotish, in terms of Parashari Jyotish, in terms of Jaimini Jyotish, in terms of lot of 6 other branches of Jyotish, including Prashna and everything. I have almost 20 years of experience in doing Vastu for the clients, starting from the property value of 50 lakhs to some around 300 crores, because I have done Vastu for not only just a residential Vastu, but also for industries, a lot of industrial belts, also the shopping malls, and the big temples that we develop over there, particularly in ISKCON and such places. So I will be presenting you with mind-blowing secrets over there of Vastu and astrology, which will help you over there to make a better career, a better relationships, and also if you're committed enough, we will shower mantras over here so that you will learn a lot over here. So thank you so much, Niluji, Shilpaji, and all the people. If you can come on a video, that will be really interacting, because I really want your problem to be solved. Let's if you can come on a video, then that would be amazing. Prem Lataji, thank you so much. Samina, Veena, thank you so much. So just just 2 minutes, I would like to tell you about it. Right now, as you see that 90% astrologers or Vastu experts are not good healers, and 90% good healers or priests are not good, uh, you can say like the Vastu experts or astrologers, because astrology is a direction of life. You need it over there so that you can actually give a direction to any specific person, but still you need a healer to send them over there so that they can actually get the things healed, because just detecting a problem may not solve, just healing the problem will also matters. And that's the reason why I founded Sri Jyotir Vastu, because in Sri Jyotir Vastu specifically, we have created such an organization wherein we are committed to create minimum 10,000 people as a Vastu experts and astrologers, who can not only have a awesome experience of astrology and Vastu, but also they can actually go ahead and they can heal it through Vedic therapies. So I think that's all about me. and rest, Neeluji will talk about the flow, and we will move accordingly. Thank you.
In fact, I wanted to say thank you so much for starting us off with the mantra and the prayer, Lord Ganesha's prayer and the Guru mantra. It's it immediately, there's a vibration that that just comes out with it, that is extremely energizing. So thank you for that. In fact, I did have one or two questions that I wanted to ask you, but I'm thinking I'm just going to leave that for later, because you've already set the tone, going, and we should definitely go into all of this. Yes, one small question I wanted to ask is that, you know you are you're an IT computers, you're a technology and computer science graduate, and you have 20 years experience in the corporate sector. You have 20 plus experience, 20 plus years of experience in this section of life as well. So, A, was this happening simultaneously? Because that's a lot to be happening together. And B, what, what attracted you towards these divination method of healing?
That's a fantastic question. Thank you so much. So, I think I would answer it like this. You know, I I am a son of, a father who was a Sanskrit teacher, right? My father was a Sanskrit lecturer, teacher, and in our home, there were Brahmins who were like lot of, who had lot of knowledge, including the branches of Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and at the same point of time, multiple facet branches of the, Vedic astrology, Vastu, and healing therapies, and lot karma kanda, and lot of everything. And then I learned everything from my father. I learned everything from my lineage and everything. I'm still a part of parampara who is 300-year old of Vedanga Jyotisha, right? So I'll be sharing you one of those mantras and one of those techniques which can actually help you a lot. But you know, uh, to be very frank with you, there is two vidyas. Everybody has it. One is a para vidya and second is apara vidya. Para vidya is like the jyotish, like vastu that you learn, and apara vidya is something that you have to learn because you have to you have to survive in the society, right? So I was engineering gold medalist, in 2006, and I continued to be a profession, as an IT engineer. Then I became a global manager, and so on and so forth. But no, that was something that was like a traditionally I was doing it. But so far as these jyotish and vastu are concerned, these are my passion, something like the something that I always wanted to do, from the heart. And I really wanted to enlighten everybody. And that happened over there with a tragedy. There was one phase in my life which came, in which my entire family was shocked. My entire Because you know all of a sudden in year 2000, 2000 March, my father expired. And we were not able to understand, because 6 months he had a disease, and after that, he expired over there, right? Then I started, trying to ask the questions from myself, that why did it happen? He was totally fit, he was a muscular man, he was with a very good health and virility and everything, he was absolutely fine. But what happened that within a year, you know all of a sudden he was caught a disease called tuberculosis meningitis, and he expired. And trust me, people, you all have some reasons to come over here, and I had a reason why I landed over there in these courses, because I know these things gives result over there if you apply them properly. And when my father expired, I started thinking about it, and then I found that from the Vastu specifically and astrology as well, that first his life was only till the age span of 36 years, and he actually expired in 34th year. And also I found that the place where we actually shifted, that was a Tata colony, and that was just made like cubicles, and the same kind of an apartment. And in that apartment, the configuration of that specific apartment was such a negative one, that anybody who lived over there either had some sort of a mental or a physical illness, or he could not survive there, or he left the people left over there, that specific land or the place. And my father actually just had it. And after that, I started learning Vedic astrology. After that, I started learning, this Vastu. And these actually made a lot of sense to me. And that's the reason why I'm standing over here. And this actually brought me to a stage wherein I didn't only heal myself, but also I started healing other people with the knowledge and the wisdom that I actually acquired. Okay. So thank you so much for asking me this question. Yes, this is my passion, along with, what the engineering degree and the corporate experience that I have. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Gopalji. And I will not come in the way of what you're so passionate about and what everybody is here to listen to. And I know you've got something very, very nicely put together for everyone. So if you say so, let's move into that.
Absolutely. Sure.
Should I share my screen? Just give me a moment. And when Sunita's written in, super excited to learn more and more. What a moving story. Thank you for sharing.
Welcome, Sunita.
Give me a quick moment and I will share my screen. Go ahead, Gopalji. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. Yep. So I'm going to really talk about few things which you must know about it. And if you do not have any experience of Vastu, trust me, I'm going to start from a zero level. You are going to get benefited out of it. And if you are someone who knows Vastu, trust me, you're going to like it because I'm going to give you awesome tips over here. So Vastu Shastra, this Vastu Shastra is simply put a science of independent energies. And yes, just to mention one thing, please take a notebook and a pen over there in handy, because I'm going to in the flow I'm going to give you a lot of things over there which will be helpful for you. Okay. So Vastu Shastra, what exactly is the Vastu Shastra? Vastu Shastra is a place where you are sitting, standing, or doing whatever, the place stationary wherever you are. If you look 360 degrees, you are surrounded by a direction. There are different directions associated with it, right? And wherever you are standing, sitting, located over there, you are receiving some energies and you are providing some energies over there. The way that you receive the energies, that is coming from a different directions, and you are at the center of it. So similarly, if I call Vastu means the signs of the independent energies coming from the different directions from the center point of your house, property, maybe a house, maybe if you're in office, so from the office, whatever it is. So in any place, if you see in center, there is a place of residence of Brahma, which is known as Brahmasthana, right? Because Brahma is the one who has created everything. We are created by Brahma, isn't it? As per the Hindu tradition. So Brahma created all the architectures, including the Vastu Purushas, and they aligned all the directions and the devatas in such a way that every devata will bless you, or it will create a blocker over there if they are placed well, or if they are not well placed over there on those specific areas. So just imagine that Brahma Devata is sitting right now in your home as well. In every home, the center place of your building, that is known as the Brahmasthana, wherein the Lord of the universe of the creation, the Lord Brahma sits over there, right? Because Brahma provides all the tattvas. So Brahma created this Vastu Purusha and the Vastu. And after that, it also created 45 devatas, which are present in all the 8 directions or 16 directions in specific architecture. Lord Brahma also created these 5 tattvas: Agni, Jala, Vayu, Prithvi, Akasha, right? Which is used in different directions. You will just know about it. So, in short, if we say Vastu is the science of independent energies in flowing in all 16 directions. What is the nature of energy that it is flowing? We will be talking about in the next slide. Let's go to the next slides. Thank you. Now, how many of you know, if you want to have an interaction with me, I will welcome it. How many of you just know that is the Vastu just only for Bhuloka, the earth that we are sitting? Or is it, just higher than that as well? Any comments?
I'm looking at the group, Gopalji, and we will wait for people to write in. I can see people are typing, and right from the beginning, you have us hooked for sure. And Sunita and Seema both have written. They've just written higher.
Great. Fantastic, Sunita and Seema. I appreciate your message. Yes, Vastu is not just for Prithvi Loka. Vastu is all for seven lokas. What are seven lokas? Bhur, Bhuvar, Swar, Mahar, Jana, Tapa, and Satyaloka. Even if in a Satyaloka Brahma resides, for example, there is an architecture of Vastu which is constantly changing over there. It is said that the Bhavan of Brahma, the place of the architecture of the Brahma, the residence of the Brahma, is such a made that it is constantly changing its colors. So it's not just the Bhuvaloka, that it is Bhuloka, where the earth where we are reciting, it is present over there from the Bhuloka to all the higher Saptalokas. And in all the Saptalokas, Brahma created this Vastu Shastra so that everybody can benefit it out of it. So this is a new learning for all of you, that yes, Vastu Shastra is all pervasive in multifaceted lokas. Thank you. Let's move to the next slide. Now here comes the main story. Let's focus over here. First, as you see, that it is a combination of the astrology, Vastu, and also a little bit of Feng Shui. You see, there are only four directions mentioned over here, right? First, we will talk about the eastern direction, then we will move to the north, then we will move to the west, and then we will move to the south. In Vedic tradition, if you'll find, what are the four goals of life? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, isn't it? So these four directions are actually ruling your four ayanas of the life, four goals of the life. And not only this, if you will see the horoscope of a birth chart of a person, what are the Kendra Bhavas? First house, fourth house, seventh house, and 10th house, isn't it? So what is the first house? First house is your health. First house is your energies. So the first house is always like an eastern direction. Always remember. First house is always like an eastern direction, which rules about your health. Hey, how Iqbal is doing right now, as in so far as the health perspective. How Pooja is doing, like, in the health perspective. It is actually seen from the eastern direction, right? Why? Because eastern direction is a direction from which sun rises. Does sun rises in the west? Does sun rises in the north? Not at all. Sun rises in the east first. So whenever the sun is rises, you are getting the health and vitality. So that's the reason why you might have heard, all of you, that if the sun is not good in your horoscope, you will have health problems, isn't it? Sun is also the karaka of the job. If your east is not good, you will also start facing the job issues over there. If you have a toilet in the east, I have my student who had a toilet over there in the eastern wall of the factory, and as per Astro-Vastu, it was falling over the east, was falling in the 10th house of her horoscope. 15 days her labor was sitting like anything. I mean, they were not doing anything. 15 days they have work, 15 days they were totally sitting. I did the Vastu, and now even 30 days are less for them to work. So she was, and trust me, if you are thinking that, hey, I am just 20 25 years old or 30 years old, how Vastu will help me? I have changed the life of 65 plus people. I have changed the life of those people who have no hopes with this. So eastern direction, if you have any toilet, garbage bin, clutter, please take that out. Because in the eastern direction, if you will have these properties, if you will have these problems, then you will have start creating the Surya problems. You will have job problems over there. You will have health problems over there, right? So keep the eastern direction neat and clean, because eastern direction is also your speed and growth. If the toilet is present in the eastern direction, practically do it. You will get the results. If the eastern direction has a toilet, you are disconnected from society. Society will not want. अभी क्या हुआ कि people have, there is a marriage in a society. People will come to the neighbor next door to you. They will give the card. They will forget to give it to you because they think that you are not more gelling up with the society or something. So eastern direction, the first most direction is a eastern direction. Please ensure that that is very clutter free, garbage free, and there should be no toilets. If there is toilet, I will be ensuring that I'll be giving you the remedies. So sun is the planet over there, and Aries is the sign which is rising there. And also Lord Indra sits. Do you know what is Indra does? Indra is a responsible for one which is making you, whatever the job that you want to do. The Indra and Surya guarantees that because he is a Lokapala. So eastern direction is for marketing, eastern direction is for social connections, eastern direction is for your job, and eastern direction is for your health as well. And if you're able to take care of eastern direction, then you will be able to do well in your career. And now let's write it down. I'm going to give you a very powerful mantra to make sure eastern direction is balanced within 40 days. Are we ready for this? I'm going to give you a remedy which works like magic. You do this for 40 days. If you're facing job problems, job troubles, you will start finding the right work for you. The mantra is Om Hreem Ghrinihi Surya Adityah Shreem. I'm repeating it for you. Om Hreem Ghrinihi Surya Adityah Shreem. This mantra has a power to correct all the negativities of the eastern direction. Why? Because in the eastern direction, wherever the Surya is negatively placed in your horoscope, that is also getting benefited. And this mantra will actually ensure that if you are losing the jobs, if you are not having the right job for you, if you will do 10 rounds in this kind of a Rudraksha Mala or in this kind of a Sphatik Mala or Rudraksha Mala for 40 days, you'll not believe, but you will start attracting the right people in your life who will actually help you to find a new job. You will be start getting approached for a new job. If you have already a new job, then the job conditions will start improve because Surya is the owner of it. See, Surya is the king of all the planets, right? So what does it mean? It means who decides? Okay, Pooja will sit there, Neeluji will sit there, Gopal will sit here, Iqbal will sit there, right? Who decides? It is Surya who decides it. And if Surya is in favor of you, nobody can touch you. And also your eastern direction starts getting better, and your speed and growth is also getting better. Also in the eastern direction, you can plant the trees. The more the trees in the eastern direction, green trees, the more speed and growth that you will have in your life. Now let's move to the next direction, which is north direction. Northern
Gopalji,
di-
sorry. Gopalji, sorry, just
Yeah,
coming
sorry.
in very quickly.
Sure.
Just repeating the mantra, please correct me here. It's Om Reem Grinahi Surya Adityaya Shreem,
Yes.
right?
Om Hreem Grani Surya Aditya Shreem. Yes.
Right. And the Grini, is it, if I were to think about spelling it in English, would it be Grinahi or
G-H Hrinihi. G-H-R-I-N-I-H.
GriniH? All right. I'm just going to request you, Gopalji. I know you'll be giving us a lot of mantras so that
At
we,
least 20 of them.
right, so that at least we don't make a mistake in
Yeah.
writing it or pronouncing it.
Yeah.
After the call is over, we'll remind you and ask you to give us the proper spelling.
Absolutely. I can write it down in the English or Hindi, whatever it is, and I'll
Right.
definitely share it.
Thank you
Sure?
so much. Thank you.
Oh,
Please continue.
you're welcome. Thank you. So next to it, there is a planet, there is a direction which is known as the northern direction. Here, the Jala Tattva is important. Jala is water. If you don't have the water in your body, you will not survive. In relationships, water is required. Why? Because you need to gel up with your partner, isn't it? Right? In relationship, Agni is not required. That he is firing at you, you are at firing at him, and then you both fire. Right? So in relationship, in northern direction, right? Northern direction is represented by Jala Tattva. The more Jala you have in your life, more you will be building the new opportunities, isn't it? If you don't communicate with the people, how will you make a new opportunity? Tell me. So money growth, new opportunity will be coming from the northern direction. Condition one, but your Surya has to be good for you. East has to be good for you. Then only these things will happen. So north is also giving you the opportunity. And if there the in northern direction of your house, if you really want the money to be flowing for you, I'm going to give you a best remedy. If you want, write it down. If it is possible, make a fountain or make a small fountain, in the northern direction, and put a pinch of blue color, a pinch of blue color in that fountain. And if it is possible, then try planting money plant over there, and then you see for next 40 days what is going to happen. You are the step number one. What you are going to what is going to happen with this remedy is you are going to get a mind blowing ideas. You are going to get mind blowing ideas due to which you can convert over there into money. Why? Because Kubera is actually the lord of ideas. Guys, have you actually seen? I know that 90% of the people will give me the wrong answer over there, but have you seen the actual photo of Kubera? Neeluji knows about it, I think. We have discussed this. Yeah.
Yes. So when you say actual photo, I think we've all seen versions of it. I'm not sure that I'm not, at least I know I've seen versions of it. So I'm also not sure which is the actual
I'll give
version.
you exact version of the Kubera's photo. Do you know the actual Kubera's photo is Kubera is sitting over there on the shoulders of a man. If you 90% photos that you will see right now for a Kubera who is actually responsible for giving you the money, health, and opportunity, people don't know about it. You research on the original photo of Kubera. Kubera is riding on man. So this means Kubera is sitting on the man to give him ideas so that he can get money, he can get wealth, he can get opportunities. And if this direction is having a good water area, good bluish area, and avoiding the redness over here, you are going to flourish like anything. So what exactly we need to do? Implant a good water fountain over there, planted with, money plant inside it, and with a pinch of blue color. And trust me, after 40 days, you are going to come to me. Because this remedy, my all students, advanced Vastu or normal Vastu students have done, they have got, fantastic results. Not even one of them has complained that Guruji have not got it. Right? So Mercury is a place, Karaka over here, and it actually gives you the wealth and opportunities, opens the, for you for a wealth and opportunities. And then we'll coming over there on the western direction. Western direction is the place where your spouse is living, your relationships. How good are you at the relationships? If you are good at the relationships, if your relationships are good, then you will be flourishing over there in the life. If your relationships are not good, you may not flourish. So west is also the direction of expansion, right? So ensure on the western direction there is no green color. There is no, because you see in this chart, east opposes west, north opposes south. So if eastern direction has a greenery over there, so never plant green plants over there on western direction, never do green color in the western wall, or never, ensure that any green bulbs are present over there on western direction. At the same point of time, you increase the whiteness at that point of time, whiteness on the western direction. More the white, more the positive energies it will come, right? And then this whiteness over there will expand you like anything. That will also ensure that your, relationships at your home are absolutely fantastic. And then it coming to the southern direction, which is of Agni. Agni means light, spark, anything which is required for you to actually work. I have that zeal because I have Agni in my thing. Otherwise, I will be lethargic. I'll be coming to this class. Okay, north is for this, east is for this, etc., etc., like this, and you will feel bored. Oh my God, why I have come to the class of this person, right? So you need to have the Agni inside you. So southern direction, gives you fire, spark over there to do something. Here, Mars is a Agni over here, right? So these four direction: east for Surya, north for Mercury and Kubera, west for Varuna and Shani, and south for Mangal. These includes: east is for your health and your job, north is for money and opportunity, west is for expansion and also the Akash Tattva, and south is for light, spark and rejuvenation that you must have. And these are the four central houses of the horoscope, and because of which you can gain in your life. Okay, fantastic. Let's go to the next slide. So these are the singular energies that you have.
Wait, give me a minute.
Sure.
There we go. And before you continue, Gopalji, just a quick reminder to everyone. I hope you're taking notes. If you're not being able to take notes, the call replay is always available for you. And Gopalji, queries have already started coming in. I would request everyone, write what you want to write, hold it. We will pick up queries later. Right now, pay attention to what's being said because a lot is being said. In 5 minutes, there are three tips that have come out. So people requesting you focus here first. All your queries will be addressed later. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Gopalji. Please continue.
Thank you. Now you see, guys, everyone, please focus over here. Now you are seeing like this. The first was in a plus shape. Now you see like this, diagonal directions, isn't it? I'm sure that, being a Vastu expert, you might not have thought about it if any Vastu expert is present over here. Now we are talking about diagonal directions. Northeast, if we talk about northeast is not just the north. It has the energy of two specific directions. One is north, second is east. So this means it is not just a single wheel cab or something like that. It is a dual wheel cab, and this is the most dangerous of thing if the people does not know about it. Northeast is comprising of north, which is of money, growth, opportunity, ideas, and east, which is giving you the vision and growth. So if the northeast direction is a direction from which the north also flourishes and east also flourishes. So northeast is a place which carries both the energies over there. Similarly, southeast is a place which carries the combo of southern energies and eastern energies. Agni and Vayu are conjoined at one place. So it is a very powerful yoga. Similar, which gives you lot of zeal, lot of spark, lot of energy to move in your life. Trust me, if your southeast is broken, southeast is has a lot of water inside it, southeast is not good, you will not be, agar project start karenge aap to khatam nahi kar payenge, you will not be able to finish your project so properly. So that is very important over there. Southeast is very important to ensure your projects are finishing properly. If you have finishing problems, check your southeast must have some problems. Now going back to southwest. Now many of the people know that this is for stability and relationships, right? Why is it? Because just now we talked, this is a west direction also rules relationship. So southwest has a combo of you know stability and relationship. If your southwest is not good, you will keep on having customers, you will keep on earning towards earning money, but you will not have any stability. Money will go out, right? So southwest is very important for relationships and stability in your life, right? Don't you think that relationships also bring stability? कहीं से घूम के आप घर तो आओगे ना, right?
Yeah.
So similarly, northwest is for your banking and support, because north and west is the direction wherein Jala and Vayu are conjoining at one point of time. And if it is happening, this is a very solid place from which you will get all sorts of support. Your mother supporting, your father supporting, your friend supporting, your everybody supporting. It is all coming from northwest. So here is a trick I'm giving you. Northeast, you always keep it open. Don't make anything over there on that place. And also, if it is possible, grow some greenery, and at the same point of time, put some, if it is possible, keep it completely open. Don't do anything. Or if you want to keep it, then keep some green plants over there, which is good over there, specifically for your ideas. Your ideas will develop so that you will gain. Then coming back to southeast, you will always have, this is the place where the agni should always be burning. Agni should not extinguish, because the more the agni that you will have, more the fire that you will have, more you will be able to get your liquid cash. Money will also start coming up to you, and at the same point of time your relationships, your wife, and etc will be excellent. So building kitchen is a very great area, along with putting the micro ovens and those specific things over there, which increases your zeal and spark always. Southwest is a place where you should keep your bedrooms. You should also keep your heavy areas and important prithvi tattva elements. Right, we will talk more about it. There is a slide. And northwest is a place, my dear friends, please write it down. I'm going to give you $1 million secret now. Northwest is a place, anything that you want to get attracted in your life. For example, you want to build a property, put a property papers over there. You want to earn money, put stick a poster of money over there. Anything that you want to get constantly attracted on a daily basis, put the picture of in the northwest. You will be able to get it. You will be constantly attracted. So not, and again, at the end you see northwest is just opposite to southeast, right? So these two directions does not work together. So northwest is a blue color. Keep all blue items, but if you keep red item over there, then that is going to be blast. Never keep it. Similarly, in southwest, it is a yellow color. Never put too much heavy elements over there in northeast. आप लोग हिंदी में बोलते हो ना, नॉर्थ ईस्ट को क्या बोलते हो? ईशान्य, right? Ishanya. Isha means Lord Shiva. Anya means the place where Lord Shiva is sitting over there in your house. That is the northeast. So tell me one thing: if Shiva is sitting in the northeast, where is Nandi sitting? Nandi sits just opposite to it, which is in southwest. So if you keep northeast Shiva, then it is going to increase your knowledge. It is going to increase your awareness. You are always creating the products which is sellable in the market, which you are creating always the better ideas with you. And in the southwest, if you keep Nandi photo, then or the photo of your pitris, your relationships will be absolutely fantastic. So this way you can use these four diagonal directions so that you can actually get always the better input about it. So these are dual power directions. There are no more one direction now. These are running with the power of two wheels, right? So always be careful about it. Let's go to the next slide. Now here is total overview. Northern direction has a water element, and southern direction has a Agni element, as we discussed. Eastern direction is Surya, which is a Vayu Tattva and wood element, and western direction is also your Varuna element, Varuna, and also your metal element is present. Northwest, southeast, northeast Jupiter, southwest is Rahu, and these all diagonals are opposing each other. And if we are using the colors, tattvas in these directions, these are going to get excellent results. You will learn more about it. I have these in slides. Let's go to the next slide. Here we go. First 8 directions. North, the planet is Mercury, so it is responsible for money and growth. And the mantra that you can, and the planet which is sitting over there is Kubera. Simple mantra, Om. Whenever you will be sitting on the sitting or standing on the northern side, and if you say Om Kuberaya Namaha, yeah, Om Hrim Kuberaya Namaha, your northern direction automatically starts building up. The Kubera, which is already sitting on your in the northern direction, starts looking at you. So Om Hrim Kuberaya Namaha is a mantra. Then in the northeast, it is ruled by Jupiter. Idea, vision, etc coming up. Eastern direction, you have Sun, which is coming up over there and which is supporting your marketing and social connect. How much socially successful are you, that it will be decided from the eastern direction. Southeastern direction, you have Venus. Whether are you starting new projects and completing on the time. If you're not completing the projects, your Venus is affected in the southeast. Check the southeast. Southern direction, you have Mars over there. You have order, name, fame, whatever it comes from the southern direction. Similarly, southwest is stability and relationship, west is for expansion and gains, and northwest is for banking and support. One important trick over here. If you really want anyone to support you, be it is an institution, be it is your relative, be it anyone, put the picture of that person in the northwestern wall, and that person will start supporting you like anything. And I have done it not for just a people, I have done it for institutions as well, and it has given wonderful results. So northwestern wall, let's suppose if you want have if you're working for a government contract, put Ashoka Chakra over there, right? If you want your boss to be productive with you, fruitful for you, just put a picture of, I mean, if you can, if you can put a picture of wall, your boss as well, if you have any group picture, or you can put the name of the company that you're working for. And trust me, steadily it start growing, it start giving you the results, because northwest is all the places from the place from which you start getting support. Okay, great. More coming up. Let's go to the next slide. So now we will be talking about 16 directions. And here I will be solving so many questions that bubbling in your mind, because in these directions, your all questions are lying over here. Again, coming up in northern direction, please use blue and black color. It is used for client money growth opportunities. There should be no heaviness. For example, there should be no heavy materials over there, and there should be no fire. If there is a fire, then your client money growth opportunities will go on a toss. You should use the blue water fountain, which I just gave you a tip. And if you use it, you will get good results. Similarly, the second direction, which is close to north, is north-northeast direction, which is ruling blue. And it is ruling health, medicines, and immunity. Again, there should be no fire and heaviness. And immunity photos are actually mentioned over here, should be put over here. Then you have northeast direction, which is for wisdom and vision, and east northeast direction for joy, creativity of life, and reproductive systems. Northeast has a light yellow color, and east northeast has a green color, right? So, and again, these does not like the fiery and heaviness thing specifically. Northeast must have Lord Shiva. If you have Lord Shiva in the northeast, your children at your home cannot go wisdomless. In the if northeast has a Lord Shiva with you, knowledge will automatically start emanating from that specific house. If you have ladder in the northeast, you will have you will feel that your mind is very stuck, because I just told you that in the northeast heaviness is not actually required, isn't it? So east northeast, no heaviness, no fire, and you can put the pictures of child and joy photos and etc etc, and it will actually always ensure that you are in a good creative state. Let's go to the next slide. Then you have eastern direction. All the societies connect, whether your neighbor connecting you, whether your office colleague or bosses connecting you, everyone who is in the society which you interact, that is in the eastern direction. So if you're a politician, then I would say, hey, why don't you ensure that you should be living in a home which is facing either eastern direction, and if you don't have the eastern facing home, you can actually ensure that the east wall of your room should be neat over there. It should have a green color. It should be very nicely decorated with the Easter greenery thing. And it should not have any toilets or anything. Another $1 million remedy I'm going to give over here. Please put wooden chimes or Surya 7 feet above the wall. Sorry, Surya 7 feet above the wall. A Surya picture made in brass. Or a wooden chime placed over there in the eastern direction, to ensure that eastern direction always has a positivity, and it always emanates a powerful direction of Surya. And also chant Om Hrim Ghrine Surya Aditya Shrim. Okay, this mantra is miraculous. You start chanting 10 rounds per day for 40 days. Your work, if you are someone whose business has already broken, you will start getting offers. Or also, if you are someone who does not have any work, you start doing it, you see the remedy, the corrections and miracles. Then you come to east southeastern direction. East southeastern direction has a churning and analysis power. Your washing machines can be put over here, your discussion rooms can be put over here in residential vastu. And specifically, if it is possible, Samina ji, you can put a Samudra Manthan photo. You know about Samudra Manthan photo? Has anybody seen that? Okay, you can Google it up and you will find it. Okay, and that is going to actually give a good wonder over there, because here is a place wherein your thinking process, your analysis must work. Then coming back to southeast and southeast, it is again red color, and southeast should be used for kitchen, and southeast should be the place which is used for preservation. If you want to preserve something, use it over there in the southeast, and it is going to give wonders over there. It is going to give very, very good results. Okay, and in the southeastern direction, Lakshmi is actually put, because in if Lakshmi is present in the southeastern direction, then it is going to bring lot of liquid cash over there in your home. And seven horses are also put. In southeastern direction, you need Hanuman to push your project. If you are lethargic, someone, you try it out. If you are lethargic, if you're not, if you really wanted to become a go-getter, put Lord Hanuman picture which is made of red color, not any other color, in the southeastern direction, and you will start, things are moving in your life. Okay, great. Let's go to the next slide. Thank you. Then these are the four directions which is left. Southern direction is also the place wherein you can make a kitchen. You can also make a bedroom there. The Shastra says Dakshine Shayanagaram. The best, though the people are actually right now sitting and making their bedrooms in southwestern direction, which is also good. But if if you really wanted to get a transformational sleep, then you should face in the southern direction, right, your head in the southern direction, or you should sleep in a bedroom which is related to southern direction. Now if your projects are getting stuck, you are not getting approvals over there, so on, please take a photograph of OK approved wallpaper. OK approved wallpaper, you take it out and you paste it over there on south wall. You will find that you will start getting the approval over there, because the southern direction is also the direction of authorities. It is a direction of mangal, dynamism. Dynamic people actually sit over there. And then I really want to suggest and request you to please avoid southwest, because southwest is a place of toilet. Anything that you will keep over here, that is going to become lost from your entire life. आप कुछ भी वहां रख लो, वो आपसे के जीवन से कम होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. This is my guarantee. Again, let's come to the southwest. Southwest has a yellow color. Bedrooms are good over there, and you can also put the pictures of your departed souls. One, your mother and father who are not in the planet, you can keep it over there. It is going to give a fantastic results. Okay. And then coming to the west southwest, this is the direction for study. If you study, if you really want your child to study well, because the parents are really concerned, isn't it, right? So if the west southwest direction of your house is not balanced, your child will have those sort of problems which is related to, which is are the items which is kept over there. I'll give you a practical example. There was my student, who was living in 300 years old house. I mean, literally अंग्रेजों के जमाने का घर में रह रही थी वो. And she said, Guruji, my child is always distracted, and now he has started drinking alcohol too. So the first question I asked to her, hey, can you tell me that what exactly is present in west southwest direction of your house? Then she said, Guruji, that is the place where we keep all the the bottles and the beer bottles and everything which is finished, we keep it over there. So, and because the people, intoxication starts over there. This is the practice that you start making in the life. So please take it out if anything is present like that. Okay. So that's all about it. Storage, west southwest is a place where you should store proper things. You should make a study room there. Please ignore this. I think there is a mistake in my typing. It's not for banking and support photos or Kula Devi. It is a place wherein you can make the storage, or you can of the positive things, like you can make a library, you can make a something which is related to practice or related to your studying and everything. Okay. Or you can, if you want, you can keep a Saraswati photo over there and make your child sit for 40 days, and you will see that your child is sitting properly. So one important remedy is for all the mothers who have the children at their home. Excited to know about it, right? Because children are very important. Kids are something. So the two things. First, always keep your north clutter free, because Mercury is the planet which is ruling the studies and education, and Mercury is sitting in which direction?
No.
Northern direction. Step number one. Step number two, keep west southwest clean. Put the Saraswati photo over there, and at the same point of time, you should also ensure that if it is possible, your child should occupy that place, and he or she should sit over there for his study. At the same point of time, वहाँ Pokemon, Doraemon, Spider-Man, पता नहीं कौन-कौन man उसका photo नहीं लगाना, right? Because if you will put the Pokemon's photo, he will be always be in the Pokemon side, right? So just ensure that those photos are not there. The photos which are related to the increasing the studies and everything are present, and you let me know that after 40 days what exactly is happening. Okay, thank you, Niluji. Let's go to the next slide. Then coming back to the western direction is a direction wherein your expansion is very important. Lord Vishnu directly blesses you from the western direction. So another $1 million remedy I'm going to give you, right? You have to take an A4 size paper, okay, and in the A4 size paper you write your wish, whatever it is, okay, and in that wish you write it down. Okay, I wanted to achieve a tangible thing in my life, right? And I'll share one of my weird experiences to you guys. Once upon a time, what happened is that I wanted a person came to me and he said that, okay, Guruji, I really wanted to get married. मैंने बोला, congratulations, you go ahead and do that. What is the problem? He said, Guruji, I don't know. You told me that you have to put a wish list over there. I put a wish list, but that is not working, Guruji. Your remedy is not working. मैंने बोला, what exactly you have done? Will you imagine what that person has written? I want to marry Katrina Kaif and Ashwarya Rai, like girls. अब बताओ. So please never put the wish list like this. I want to suggest and request you, just whatever is tangible that you want. If you are studying, just write it down, because just write it down that, okay, I wanted to get to this university and I'm really trying hard, please help me. Okay, like this, right? If you are someone who is starting for a new job or looking forward for a new job, write your wish list over there. And if you do this, trust me, and read it out on a daily basis. Read it on a daily basis, do the remedies, find the right job, and trust me, this works like anything. I have manifested 2 to 3 dreams because of after doing this. In fact, not only me, I think one of my few students have joined this session as well. I don't want to take their names. So, and they also get benefited about it. So west, $1 million remedy, please do this. West northwest, leave it. Just this is the detox zone. However, this is a very good zone for meditation. Northwest direction, you can, as I have already given you the remedy, you can actually put the photos, pictures of those people to whom you want to get attracted in the life, or to whom you want their support. You can keep inverters over here. Northwest direction, very very important. Whatever you want to do in the life and become constantly motivated accordingly, put the picture of that. So the best thing is that keep all the valuables and your dream project over here in northwest. You will automatically attract the positivity in your life. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the next slide. I think we are done.
Yes. In fact,
Right.
before you continue, Gopalji, again, Sunita, your question about the directions, where to stand, hang on, there's something coming up which will give you a clearer understanding. And we will, again, I repeat, in but a few minutes, we will start taking everybody's questions as well. Just listen, just pay attention. And I hope you've been taking your notes, people, and definitely catch the replay as well, because a lot has already come out. Yes, Gopalji, please continue.
Yes, thank you so much, Niluji. So this is how you see the 16 directions are present. You see north, northwest, northeast has a watery element. So you can keep the fountains over here. You can keep the water more. You can use the colors of curtains, wallpapers, and etc. with the blue. Similarly, east to east, southeast, you can use green curtains, green color, etc., and so on and so forth. This is known as the Dik Chakra. Dik means direction. Chakra means the wheel from which you get the acquainted with a lot of benefits. And all 16 directions, I have given you a slightest idea. Okay? Thank you. Let's go to the next slide. I think that's just the same which I talked about. North blue, east green, south is red, and west is white in color. And please use these colors and those areas so that you can get benefited.
And in fact, these two are actually part of a quick gift from you as well, Gopalji,
Right.
for everybody, which people you will get definitely with the call replay. Oh, very big part of our lives.
Right.
Right.
So I think we will quickly finish this and then we will do an example chart as well. So what exactly a toilet is? Uh,
Gopalji, sorry, I'm interrupting. Just very
huh,
quickly, because in fact, because who is it that raised this question? Was it Sunita? Before we go into this,
yeah,
Gopalji, because now this become everything has been very crucial and important, what you've been mentioning. But the one or two queries that have come in, that how do I know which is my direction? Where do I stand? So even right now, because we're all taking notes from you, we're all because we know, okay, where's our north, where's our south. But for people who don't know, Gopalji, would you like to share something
yeah.
before we continue further as to where they can stand and just, use their compass?
Fantastic question. And thank you so much, Neeluji, for your wit for identifying it. It's very easy and simple, right? So you just have to go to the center of your place, right? Because the center of the place from where the Brahma is sitting. Brahma is creative energies. Brahma is sitting at one place, and because Brahma is creative, it is throwing the energies over there to all 16 directions, isn't it? So at the center of place, you just stand over there with a compass, right? It can be a digital compass, it can be a manual, compass, it can be a, lensetic compass as well, and see that where exactly your 0 degree north is falling. You will be able to see that, okay, if I'm sitting over here, my front is north, my right arm is west east, my left arm is east, and my back is south, and this way you'll be able to detect the direction. But the first thing that you need to do is go to the center, take a compass and point it towards the 0 degree north, and find the north, and then you'll be able to find the other directions. And you can do it with the digital or the manual compasses.
Fantastic. And when we're standing in the Brahmastan in the center of our homes, when we're standing, we're facing the entrance door, correct?
Yes,
Right.
you should
We don't
face the
have our
entrance point.
back towards the main door. We are facing the main door.
Yes, that is a very good, thing that you have brought up. Yes, we have to face the front door that we have, right? Because the front door is something which actually invites all the energies. You can see my phone, I think, right? In the phone, this is the point, right? If this point is not working, my phone will not get charged and you will not be able to see anything. It will be blank, isn't it? Do we all agree with this? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the charging point, and this is the entrance from which actually which everything comes. So if this is my house, so I will be sitting over here, I'll be standing over here, and I will be seeing everything, all the energies, and the direction specifically from here, right? So very good, rightly pointed. We should face towards the front direction or the front door. I think there was second question as well, right? Or are we done?
There are questions that have come up again, because there's a certain momentum with which you're moving, because the questions are something about this, something about that. So we'll get everybody's questions on
Yes.
together after this, once everything has been seen.
Absolutely. See, my main intention is not just to give you a knowledge, but also to ensure that your entire inquisitiveness is fulfilled, right? I'm not going to, go out of this call until all the questions are typically answered. And if it is not answered, I'll be more than happy to, take it over there on Telegram, or you can share it, you can see it, right? So we'll
Yeah.
definitely do that. Okay, be rest assured. So talking about the toilets. So what exactly is a toilet? Toilet is like a south southwestern direction which is moving towards everywhere. I just talked about a south southwestern direction, right? So south southwestern direction is a place wherein you put disposal which has to go out on a daily basis, right? So so toilet is a place which flushes your energy, right? And if the toilet is placed on a bad direction, it is flushing the bad energies out. If it is placed on a right, good direction, it is flushing the good direction and energies out. Do we all agree with this? Yes, no?
Gopalji, I'm confused. You mean it the other way around, right? If the toilet is in the wrong direction, in the direction it shouldn't be, then it will remove all the good.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Right? I'm sorry, I just for
Yeah,
clarity.
that's fine. That's good. See, toilet is an element of removal, disposal of the energy from your ecosystem, right? There are three things which we have to use on a daily basis, whether we want it or we don't want it. Number one, we have to use kitchen, right? Because we have to have food. Number two, we have to sleep, right? Bedroom is important. Number three, we have to use toilets because Shastra says ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha samanya metat pashubhir naranam. Ahar matlab fooding, which is being prepared in the kitchen. Nidra, sleep, we take it over there in bedroom. Then, you know, disposal, which we actually, do it from the toilets, right? So if the toilet is placed in a good direction, it will be disposing of all the goodness of that direction. If the toilet is placed in the bad direction, it is disposing of the badness of that direction. Didn't understood? I'll give it take you I'll give an example here. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
if the toilet is present in the northern direction, what exactly does this mean? If toilet is present in the northern direction, north means client, money, growth, opportunities of your life, and anything which is generating income, anything generating ideas that will be flushed off. If northeastern direction is a place from which your ideas are getting generated, if you have a toilet there, the person will start stuck in their mind, they will not be able to think anything over there, and later they will develop their serious diseases as well. You might have seen that the people in the toilet in the north or the east or the northeastern direction, they start developing a serious diseases because their immunity is lost, their idea is lost, they are not taking right medications, and they are developing problems there. So wherever the good directions are, for example, north, northeast, east, northeast, east. So I'll give you a very quick reminder, an easy understanding to all of you. This is my gift for you. So let's start. If toilet is present in the north direction, your client, money, growth, opportunity, these will be going out from your ecosystem. If toilet is present in north, northeast, your immunity starts becoming weak. You will not be able to think properly. If toilet is present in northeastern direction, you will not be able to actually think properly. Your vision, wisdom, everything is not good. Why? Because north is, tell me one thing, which is one specific direction from which the positivity can enter in your house? That is northeast, isn't it? Northeast is a direction from where the devas get entrance over there in your house. Positivity gets entrance, right? So if the northeast is not good, then we will not be able to actually get the positive energies over there. So similarly, east northeast, if it is a toilet, creativity, joy will be marred. If the toilet will be present in the eastern direction, your social connections will definitely become a problem. But if is coming in the east southeastern direction, it is not very bad, though it should not be in this direction as well, but it is not so bad because your overthinking may go out. If the toilet is present in the southeastern direction, then you will not be able to complete your projects in the time. If southeastern direction has a toilet, then you will always feel that your projects are stuck and you are not able to complete it. If the southern direction has a toilet, then you will not be able to actually go ahead and your name, fame, etc. will be disturbed. Your sleep can also be disturbed. So toilet should always be present in three areas. One, south southwest. Second, west northwest. And third is east southeast. These are the three directions wherein the negative energy is coming up. And if you have the toilet over there, then you are flushing out the negative energies. So minus and minus is equal to plus, right? And the question comes up now that, okay, these are the toilets can be in any direction, isn't it? Right? So what should I do now? I have already created a toilet. So don't worry, I have the answer over there in the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. This is the remedy. If your toilet is present from north, northwestern direction to south direction, put a green tape like this, which is mentioned on the left hand side. You just take a green tape and just put it across, all the four directions. If your toilet is present from southern direction, to west northwestern direction, then put a yellow tape over there. And if you do this, your negative flushing out negativities of that specific direction. For example, you have a toilet in the eastern direction. Put a tape, take a green tape and put it across over there. From in the shape which is mentioned in this direction in this actual picture, and you will find that the your social connections which are getting depleted over there, that has stopped. You will start gelling with the people. See, I have seen good people who are very knowledgeable, but they are not able to earn money. The people लोग आते ही नहीं उनके पास, उनका कोई social connection ही नहीं है. If you don't have social connection, and if you are an astrologer, if you are someone who is relying on social thing over there, will you be able to earn well? Tell me. So that is the reason why we need to tape these toilet, and if we do this, miracles start coming over there in seventh day itself. So from seventh day it start building up, and for next 40 days it will totally build up, and then you start getting results. So this is the toilet remedy that you should do. The green tape putting from north northwest to south, and yellow tape from southwest till northwest direction, and then you will start building that energies, and those energies will not be depleted out over there. Okay,
Right.
we'll take
And
more questions.
yes, Gopalji, very good question here.
Yep.
The width that we are seeing here is probably 2 inches, and that is what is recommended.
That's right. With
Okay.
actually there is some other remedy as well associated with it, that people can pay do a oil painting with the green and yellow colors as well, but I don't recommend it, because toilet is a prithvi tattva, right? And
Right.
prithvi tattva listens to something which is tangible, not oily. Oil is a jala tattva, right? So we have to do this with either the tattva associated with that. So that's the reason why green tape, which is of 2 inches, 4 inches, whatever it is, if you do this, you will start getting results over there. Okay.
Fantastic. And is there any distance? Somebody's asked, what is the distance to put it in? It'll depend on the space you have also, right?
It's totally up to you. I
Okay.
mean, if you wanted to keep it, long distance to ensure that your legs do not, or always there on that tape so that it comes out, right? Put it like that. But just the toilet seat should be covered over there on all three directions.
Right.
Yep.
And also, just for clarity, Gopalji, when you say toilet, we're actually only talking about the section where the WC is. Because
Correct.
today, most bathrooms are bath cum toilet. There are very few just single toilets. So
Right.
if it is single, or even if it is, in your bathroom, you're only taping that. You're not like taping your full bathroom.
No, not at all. It's not
Right,
required at all. If
right,
you just tape that bathroom, because that is the main duct which flows out your energies, right? So if you just tape that toilet seat, that's more than sufficient.
right. And the questions are pouring in, Gopalji. I am going to let you finish with the kitchen. And before we go into the floor plan, let me
Mhm.
just bring some of these questions up.
Sure.
Yes,
I'm telling
people.
that we will take all the questions. Yep,
Right,
maximum questions. Yep.
right,
Hmm.
right,
So kitchen is again is an element which is of a fire tattva, right? Agni tattva. So we need food over there. So transformation of food happens in the kitchen area. So as we know that kitchen actually has a fire element, and the directions which is best suitable for the fire element is a place which is called eastern direction. East southeast is also okay with fire, but I have seen that the people who has fire in the east southeast direction, they are such a person who constantly think a lot. They never stop thinking, and sometimes they will never listen to you. Such personalities I have seen. So east southeast don't make a kitchen. Otherwise you can keep a kitchen over there in southeastern direction, southeastern direction, southern direction, and you can also make a kitchen in the west northwestern direction. So these directions, if you will create it, then Agni will be living with the Agni, and it will ensure that the positivity will always be there. There is one more hint to it. If it is possible, the housewife who's creating or a cook, right, who's actually cooking over there, should ideally not face southern direction. Anyone who is cooking in the kitchen should not face southern direction, because if anyone will be facing southern direction, he will be facing Mars over there. Martian energy coming up. ऐसे लोगों को पटाना बहुत कठिन होता है, right? Your husband will try to pacify you. Oh, let's go for a party, let's go for outing, etc., etc. And she will be cooking all the day. She will be cooking, having all the Martian energies, and she will say, go alone, I'm not going to go go anywhere with you. So this is what going to happen. So which direction a lady should cook? Ideally, if it is possible, best it is eastern direction. If it is not possible in the eastern direction, northern is also okay, and western is also okay, but please try to avoid southern direction. Now the question is that you will ask me, okay, what if it is possible I have to face northern direction and I cannot avoid it? So there is another trick. I'm giving a lot of things. I'm sure that I don't I'm not sure we have so much time, but I still wanted to give as much as I can. So if you still have to face southern direction, so keep Hanuman idle. If for example, if I'm facing a southern direction and you are in the south, so keep Hanuman idle and in your back. That is going to mitigate the negative energies coming from Mars over there from the front. So if I'm standing right now over here, and that is the southern direction, so on a back it should be a Hanumanji photo. And because Hanumanji pacifies the Mangal's impact, इसीलिए मंगलवार को हम लोग क्या करते हैं? हनुमान जी के मंदिर जाते हैं ना,
That's right.
right?
Right.
And that actually helps. Yeah.
Fantastic. You know what, Gopalji, I did say that we'll take a break and take some questions, but no, I know that you have a very, very big example that will make uh, which will impact everybody because this involves an actual full-fledged floor plan, correct? I
Right.
just want to remind everybody who's put in very specific questions, it will get addressed. Do not worry. Again, I'm repeating, there's so much that's been coming out. Don't get stuck on which direction your toilet is in right now.
Right.
Focus here. You can always go back there because this huge pot of knowledge and tips coming out, it's a lot to process. So focus here. We will come to your queries. Moving on to the next, Gopalji.
Certainly. Thank you. Now we are going to, whatever we have learned, we are going to actually practically apply it right away. And see, I always tell my students, and my students are like this. They carry such a fire inside them that if you will show them the floor plan, they will be like tuck 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 tuck. They will be predicting everything over there in one go. This is how I teach my students practically. So my courses are practically designed in such a way that if you are doing it, then you are getting the complete knowledge. You don't need your client should not tell you that, okay, this is what the problem I'm facing. You should have that knowledge that you should be predicting everything whatever the person is facing over there. So here is a live floor plan which we are going to study for a lady's house, and everybody please pay attention over here. Now you see this is a chart that I actually wanted to do the consultation for, and this is a live floor plan for a lady who is from Ahmedabad. And the first thing that we talked in our first slide was a Brahmasthana, right? And you see in this chart, the Brahmasthana is totally blocked. There is a column which is coming over here, right? There is a floor which is, there is a you can say like a wall which is coming here, right? What happens if the Brahmasthana, and you will learn a lot of things over there with this practical example. What happens if Brahmasthana is blocked? Brahma means to create something. Srijan ke devta hai na? He's a god of creation, isn't it? So the creative energies inside the house will be disturbed over here. Number one, you will not be able to create anything. You will not be able to get creative energies in your mind, due to which you can do anything specifically, right? So the first thing that I saw in the chart, and did I ask the question whether the lady, I mean, whether the person living in this house, what exactly was his doing? Is the mentality of that specific householder was very fixed? And they agreed to it that yes, Guruji, she was a very strict and opinionated lady who was living over there. So at one glance, you see Brahmasthana is blocked. No, there will be problems in the house. Number one. Number two, but there are some good blessings over there in this house as well. If you see, that this lady who was owning this flat has a direction in the northern direction. Can you see N4 and N5 over here? Right. North direction. She has an entrance just close to room number 6. Right. Next to room number 6. Yes, this is the one. And this direction is excellent for money. North direction is excellent for those people who are either in business acumen, jewelry making, teaching, education professions, and these are the places. North is a place which will give an excellent result to those people. And yes, this lady was doing well in her career. There was no career problems. She had accumulated a lot of money, right? Which she donated later over there to a spiritual organization called ISKCON. And I predicted, outward that, what whoever has lived in this house, he has lived over there with a good money, good, amount of wealth has come over there, and they accepted it. But here are two main defects which I have seen. Now, whatever I have taught you, let's see it right away. Can you see on the northeastern direction, right? There is a toilet and there is a bathroom, right? What did I just spoke? If you will keep the toilet in any direction, whatever the positivity of that direction is going to go out. Northeastern direction, and her toilet is not just placed in northeastern direction, it is close to northeast as well, isn't it? The first toilet. Yep. Thank you, Niluji. And this is the place from which, she started. The moment she created the house, within 15 years, her body developed a serious cancer in her body. Because 15 years, sometimes, if I get an opportunity, I'll tell you that there is a shloka, there is a way that you can predict that what exactly is your age of your home. आपकी घर की आयु कितनी है? आपने You must have heard about the age and normal age, living age of a person, right? But you might not have heard about what is the age of your home. Age of the home means when your home will start giving negative energies to you. There is a shastric calculation over there. So in her home, I calculated that her energies were of this home were burnt out, and her toilet was present in the northeast. After living for 15 years, this lady developed a serious, cancer, due to which she was not able to get cured, and she died because of that cancer as well. And there was two reasons behind it. Step number one, you see the toilet present in the northeast and northeastern direction. If the toilet is present in the northeastern direction, it will break your immunity. It will break your, healing power. Wisdom, ideas will be broken. And secondly, as I talked to you, that the health is also ruling from the eastern direction. So in the eastern direction, there is a second toilet which was functional and operational on a daily basis, that also broken the Surya power coming up in the houses. And because of that, the lady developed a body cancer which was incurable. She lived in this house. She earned good money because of North, but she died in the same house. That is the malady of the toilet. Because toilet ensures that, your energies are getting depleted over there because XYZ reasons. Now there is a positivity as well. I just talked about it. You see, there is another toilet which is present over there in the west northwestern direction. And I ensured that the toilet seat was present in the west northwest direction. What is the west northwest direction? Anxiety, problems, mental blockers. So if you're putting a toilet in the west northwest direction, your all the anxieties will go away. So this was little solace, but she was not using it. I confirmed that. So the next important thing is, whatever is operational in your house in that specific direction, you will attract the problem or the, obstacles from that specific directions only. And she had an operational toilet in the east and northeast, and because of that, she actually developed the cancer and she died. Now another two important points as I saw over here is, in the south southwest direction there was a kitchen which was present. In the south southwestern direction there was a kitchen which was present. If the kitchen or the fire element is present in south southwest direction, Can anybody just will be able to tell me right now that what was south southwest direction? If you remember, I just talked about it.
Yeah, I'm also going to let people respond, and let's see how many notes everybody's been
Yeah.
taking. But yes, so study everything will get wasted in the south southwest. Says Payal. Anupa says study should be there in the south southwest. That's what they've sent back in.
Nothing should be there in the south southwest direction.
Sky and earth elements, says Nitika.
It's southwest. It's not south southwest. If you
Yeah.
split it over there in the 16 direction, exact point of south southwest direction, you shouldn't have anything, because south southwest is a disposal element, wherein if you have anything, that is going to deplete it, right? And kitchen was present. And if you have a kitchen in the southwestern direction or south southwestern direction, here is an important, again, $1 million tip I'm giving it to you. Please write it down. You will always have health issues. Sorry, you will always have relationship problems. Always. You see it. If anybody has a toilet, sorry, kitchen in the fire element or kitchen in the southwestern or south southwestern direction, they will have, the problems related to specific relationships and everything. And I predicted one thing. I just said this to the person who came on behalf of this lady. This lady died very earlier. That did this lady had a relationship issues? And you'll not believe they accepted it that yes, her husband actually died before that, and for 18 years they were separated. They were not living together.
Right.
So if you have a fire element over there in the south southwest, you will get problems over there in the relationships, in actually in communication with your partner. Tell me what you need over there in your relationship. You need love, you need more water, compassion, caring towards each other, isn't it? And if fire comes over there, then all the water goes dries out. If water dries out, nothing is left. And exactly that happened. They were separated for 18 years, and because of that, they were not able to. She didn't live. Number one, healthy life, no healthy life. Number one. Number two, no healthy relationships as well. But yes, number three, excellent earnings. Excellent earnings. She did not have any problem in the earning. Why? Because North was giving constantly income. But what to do about the income? Do you know what happened about this house? She has to sorry, she has to donate this house. Of this property was around 3 cr to 4 cr. She had to donate because nobody was there. She did not have a good relationship with his husband, with her husband. So there was no son or a daughter. She developed the cancer and everything, health problems. She had money. So what will a money will do? Money cannot buy anything, isn't it? Later this house was donated to a spiritual society called ISKCON, and the people who lived there, and again they also had the problems, then they came to me and showed this chart. Let's go to the next slide, Neeluji. And these are the defects identified. Toilet in the northeast and eastern zone, west northwest extended, southwest is a cut which gives the relationship issues. Brahmasthana blocked, so creative energies were not there. Husband passed away due to TB. These are the defects. And finally what we did is, when these people came to show me the charts, I ensure that first I ensure that to do some remedies for north and the eastern direction. So we put the green tape over there, in both the toilets. But we found that because this was on a very very long time, right? So the result was there. The people who started living post to that lady, it was the result was minimal. But then I asked them, if you have an option to use west northwest, will you be able to use it? They agreed to it. And then what we did is we broke these north and eastern toilet. And after that we shifted the kitchen to the southeastern direction because the kitchen was giving the relationship problems. And also we shifted the bedrooms. And after that, after doing all these correction, one miracle happened with the people who was living after this lady. Let's go to the next slide. Within 60 days, this resident called me and said, Guruji, I had, because you see, the toilet was in eastern direction. Eastern direction also is represented by sun, which is giving a job problems, right? After doing this remedy, within 60 days, this resident got a new job overseas, and also his business started picking up, and his health was also, he was internally feeling very, very well, right? And this correction was so good that after doing this remedy and until now, the people are still living over there and they do not have even a minor health injuries as well. They're living a very, very, very prosper life specifically. And post that, no diseases, even the minor ones, as of now reported to me since 2020 over there. It's almost 4 years over here. Okay. So just to conclude everything, we have to ensure the positive zones or positive directions of your house must be neat, clean. It shouldn't have, it should not have the toilets and garbage and clutters over there. If you have that, garbage, clutter, and toilets in that area, you will develop the problems due to which the issue will start coming up because of those specific zones and areas. Okay. And do we have the next slide, Neeluji?
Yes. In fact, I'm going to just pause here for a quick second
Hmm.
to tell everyone that the, this example especially has also been shared with you because as lay people, we can stand in the center of the house, we can find our north, south, east, west, we can start doing general remedies as such. But those are general. They will show you results. As Gopalji, you said, do it for 40 days, do the mantra for 40 days. Things will change. But if you're looking for long-term changes and shifts, then you do need to go to the expert, which is Gopalji, and we will be sharing the offers and everything with you also. But before that, one more thing is coming up for you, and then we will take your questions on.
Right.
Yes,
See,
Gopalji.
the thing is that no book or no small sections can replace a competent guru, right? So, the best thing with me, I have observed over here is that I work until unless you don't get results, because I am really interested in your problems, and I ensure that your problem should be resolved by anyhow, right? Because the Vastu expert has to ensure that your problem should be identified and that should be cured. So we'll talk about it. So now another very, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very important and very, 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 powerful principle. I'm going to share it over there with you, all of you. So please be connected because I'm going to showcase one of the important tips of Vastu Shastra before you are going to take any home. So it may not be applied right away, straight away to your home right now, because this is the part wherein if you're going to take a land or if you're going to take apartment, how will you know whether your property will give you a loss or a income more, right? So here we are going to talk about residential Vastu. This is the formula. There is a Shastra which is known as Vishwakarma Prakasha. Vishwakarma Prakasha, chapter number 1. You will get a verse where it specifically mentioned that take a length and breadth of your house in feet. Okay. And you apply this formula. So income is equal to area, which is length into breadth, into 9 divided by 8. That is your whatever the remainder comes, that is your income. And loss or rina is equal to area, which is length into breadth, into 3 divided by 8. Whatever the remainder comes, that is your loss or rina. So for example, you have a 40 feet by 30 feet house. So your income, if you will calculate basis this formula, is 1200 into 9 divided by 8 is 1350. And your loss, which will be coming over there, is 1200 into 3 divided by 8, which is 450. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So here are the interpretation tips. If your income is equal to loss, then no problem. No pain, no gain, right? There will be no pains, but there will be no gains as well. If your income is coming 2x, then your loss, then you will have above average happiness. And if your income is coming 3x, that is excellent. Because in this house, whatever is the reason, you will always flourish over there, and the positive energies will be there throughout whenever you will be living in this house. But if you think, so when you should do this, if you have got a land, and if you have, if you are going to create it with the plot area and the built up area and everything, this formula can give you wonders. Because this formula, you use it, then you will always get positive results. You decide that how your houses should be. And if you use this, if your income is always greater than losses, the peace, prosperity, money, luck, and everything will automatically flow. Because this is one of the important factors. Your aya will be less, your rena will be less. Sorry, aya will be more and the rena will be less. And because of that, you will attract all the money, prosperity, and the abundance over there in that. Okay, so you can apply it. And at the end, if you think that your losses are getting while you're calculating it, your losses are higher than income, so don't worry about it. You need to get in touch with the right consultant, and a
Which
vastu
is you.
expert who
Which is you
you
right
can
here.
consult me, and I can definitely help you over there to balance that. So there are some techniques through which we balance that home, and again your positivity and those areas again get restarted. So with this, I think, ends the
For
slide number
today, yeah.
day one.
Or
Yeah.
yes, for today, and people, when I say for today, because there is a lot more happening tomorrow, not the same, totally different. So these are, you know, in fact, we will be putting this in the group. If you've not heard this call, don't come for the second call. Make sure to listen to this call because it has a lot of basis for what's going to happen tomorrow as well. And Gopalji, this was it was a lot of knowledge and information, and this was as good as having a training with you. And if this is the kind of, if this is not even a drop in the ocean of the kind of training that you give to your students, I can just about imagine that time with you as a teacher, a person can go from where to where. And of course, people, if you want a consultation with Gopalji also, that option is also available. We will tell you about these offers very quickly, but we will take on some questions right now. People, I'm going to scroll backwards because a lot of posts have come in between. So I'm just going backwards because, for example, with the calculation, was there anything that you wanted to say, Gopalji, before we take on questions?
No, I think that's pretty much about it. That's
Okay.
great. Let's move to the questions.
All
Yeah.
right. So, right now you gave the formula. So Payal's asking, can this be applied on a land or house that is not a square or rectangle?
Yes, you can apply it everywhere, because any place you will apply it, that will have a length and breadth, right, Payal?
Right, right,
So the formula requires only two things. First is length, second is breadth, and then there's a calculation of income and loss. And if your income is greater, don't worry about it. Everything will be will be fine.
right. And in fact, if I could just mention here, like a lot of us, whether we're staying in bungalows or apartments, we know our square footage, right? If you know your square footage, that is your length into breadth, correct?
Right. So,
And
yeah, I'm
yes,
sorry,
please go
please
ahead.
complete.
No, 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 please go ahead.
So any area that you're living, whether it is a rectangular, circular, triangular, whatever it is, that must have a complete length and breadth. This you can actually take it out, and basis that, you can calculate this. And if you do this, definitely you'll get good results. But you need to
Fantastic.
actually, yeah,
Yes. And again, and people don't break your head over this. Just take a consultation with Gopalji, really,
yeah.
seriously. And people, all questions on the group, please. And with everything that was said, Sunita wrote, "Oh my God, I think I need to rearrange my whole house."
You don't need
Seriously.
to. There are other things as well which will make the things great. Don't worry, Nita.
Right.
Yeah.
And people, if you have something that you would like to ask specifically, because we've already seen that even without a floor plan, maybe even if you give your date of birth, Gopalji will know, even if you give him general directions. Correct, Gopalji?
Absolutely.
So if we can bring, if somebody has a question like that and you want to come on, we'll bring you on. So Lucille has asked, how about the toilet near to the middle of the apartment? But so middle of the apartment would be the Brahmastan, right? Because she's not
Right.
mentioned any direction.
Right. So middle of the apartment is again close to the Brahmastan, and that is you need to understand that what exactly is the direction for it. Right. So definitely toilet should not be on the Brahmastan, close to Brahmastan, but yes, the direction which is associated with that, that might get impacted. So please see that what exactly is the direction, because the close to Brahmastan, it can be north, it can be east, it can be west as well. Right. And
Right.
basis the location of the toilet, the results will be there. Yep.
And this is, when you were talking about the toilets, these are the few of the questions more that had come in. Manju said only three sides. Yes, Manju, only three sides. The fourth side, it's connected to the thing. It's only three sides. All right, that's a very sweet question. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Monica's asked if the toilet is in the north direction
Mhm,
as well as in north of northwest direction,
mhm.
which color tape should be used?
So from north northwest, it is green. North
Green,
direction again is it is green. Yep.
right. And 24532, I need to know your name. I cannot remember it each call. I know you have you have questions about downstairs and upstairs. So put your name and put both your questions collectively. We'll ask it in one shot. All right.
Perfect.
And Sunita also wrote in saying such integral knowledge and so well written, making it very easy to understand. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you so much.
And so Nitika's asked, please share how can we do this for individual rooms? Nitika, what is your question? Do you, when you say individual rooms, Gopalji?
I think she's talking about income and loss, isn't it,
No, but
Nitika?
for or is she saying that in individual rooms you look at north, south, east, west?
So I need to get the more
Right.
understanding of the
So,
question.
Nitika, just, if you could re-ask that question. Sunita, your direction question was answered. People who've asked about the mantras, we have shared one. We will ask Gopalji to. Anupa, Anupa says that her balcony is in the west and it's
Hmm.
green with plants.
No, so please take out balcony in the green is not bad. It's okay, right? Just take out
It's
the green plants
balcony is
there.
in the west and it's green with plants.
Yes. So
Right.
greenery must not be there in
Take
the
it out.
western direction. Yep.
Right. It's this thing, Gopalji. There was a long time back. I'm just sharing an example, my personal example,
Sure.
nothing to do with the consultation or anything. I have a balcony that is in the west, and we
Hmm.
have a tulsi plant in the house, but for some time we had kept it in the balcony, and the thing just died. It just
Right.
died.
Right.
The birds started eating it and everything. So, we redid it and put it back where it originally was. So I didn't know this then, had I known it, because I felt so bad. I said, my God, how is Tulsi Pata died? But I guess this is why, right?
Right, because see the western direction actually rules with the metal element, and if you will have the green plants, then the tattva associated with the expansion, they will start going down. So that is the reason why north is water is all not used in the southern direction, and agni is not used in the northern direction. Right. Similarly, this a wood element is not used in the western direction, and but yes, if you use wood in the eastern direction, absolutely amazing speed and growth. And I'm the people who are going to stay back at the end over there. One last mind-blowing remedy I'm going to give for everyone. So
Which
yes,
one?
let's go over to the
Yes.
questions.
One
Yep.
more question is here. Sunita's asked, how many times do we have to say this is right in the beginning for the mantra and how many days? You said 40 days.
40 days, yes.
How many times a day? Once a day?
If you are chanting one mala, two mala, it is also okay, two malas. But if you really are desperate and you want to chant, okay, I need some job, so you chant 10 rounds per day, and then you see the miracle of this mantra.
So 100, minimum 108,
Right.
maximum 108 into 10.
Yes.
All right. And Lotus had asked, Lotus, are you still here? Yes, you are. Does this mean you should have your computer table sitting facing the east? So if
Yes.
you're okay, so your computer table should be facing the east. All right. Okay. As of now, all the previous questions I have taken care of. Okay. Now come in the other questions. Okay, Yamini, have you rewritten your questions? Because I need both your flow questions in one place. And if you're here, maybe we can bring you on with the Gopalji as well. Madhu, all questions on the group, please. So Pooja says in her house, the toilet is in the northeast. So the remedy for that would be yellow tape.
Green tape.
Northeast would be
West northwest to south, it is a green tape, and
right.
then southwest to northwest is a yellow tape.
Right. So yellow for her, right? Northeast. Okay. Did I get that right?
Northeast is green.
Northeast is green. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And Sunita's asked, do we have to show you the floor plan to get the right directions? To check the direction of where I'm sleeping, do I do that standing in the center of the bedroom? Center of the house, right?
For sleeping, Sunita, just face south direction and sleep, right? However, if you really wanted to understand the complete structure of it, then you need a floor plan and take a consultation.
Right.
Otherwise, if you just wanted it for sleeping, just lay your head over to the south and just sleep. There will be no issues.
Okay. Preeti's asked, green tape sticks to bathroom floor as water is on the bathroom floor. I have heard we need to dig the floor and place the green tape. Please clarify. Do you have to dig the floor out?
No, no, not at all.
Right.
These are you have to first of all dry that specific place, and then you put a good adhesive to that tape, and put it around so that you don't walk over it, and nicely, so that it doesn't catches your leg and everything. And if you do this, you don't need to dig anything out. Digging requires any metal strips which is used. So we are not using metal strips. We are using the simple 5 rupees tape, which can solve your $1 million problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Momita, are you here on video? Would you like to come on and have 2 minutes with Gopalji? This is your experience as well, and everybody sees how Gopalji, without even a flow plan and just listening to you, will be able to tell you something, right, Gopalji?
Sure.
So, Momita, if you're here, we're happy to bring you on, and there you are.
Hi, Moita. Momita, I'm sorry.
I've sent you a request, Momita. Look at the
Yeah,
screen. There you are.
yeah, Namaste, Gopalji.
Namaste.
So I live in a rental flat, and I have this like toilet placed in the southwest direction, in the extreme of the south,
Okay.
and other toilet is on the south. Sorry, east southeast. Sorry, east southeast is like extreme of east
So are you
corner.
sure about these directions?
Yes, because the kitchen is placed in
Two
the extreme
questions for you.
southeast. Huh.
Two straight questions for you. Number
Okay.
one, do you overthink over there on these matters? I mean,
Um,
for any matters?
Not on Vastu, but I overthink
No, no,
on
not. I
many
mean, no,
tensed issues. Huh.
normally, do you overthink or
Yeah, on any problem I overthink. Any new issues
that's
come,
it?
I overthink.
That's it. Because if the toilet is present in the east southeastern direction, there will be clutter in your mind, which will be hampering you there, right?
Mm.
If it is southwest toilet, don't worry about it. That is excellent. Do you have relationship issues?
Yes, even before coming to the flat, also I had relationship issues.
Get your chart corrected and also get a proper vastu consultation done.
Okay.
Normally, if there is a problem over there in relationships, so the toilet is not in southwest. I'm pretty much sure that is in southwest. And also, if the another toilet is in east southeast, then overthinking problem might come over there. But yes, if you're saying that before coming to this flat there was an issue, get your
Yeah.
astro vastu chart analyzed properly. Okay.
Okay. It's also because of our horoscopes, we get land up in
Oh,
such places. Okay.
obviously, yes. Obviously, yes. So,
Okay.
for example, before landing to one home, we might, live in 10 rental properties, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So everything is coming from your horoscope, right?
Okay.
Horoscope is the main potential, and your house is another potential, right? And both impacts us. And if you do
Okay.
this, but it's simple remedy. So if you want to, you know, uh, ensure that your relationships, gets expedited, in southwest, there is a devata which is sitting over there, which is known as Dawarika, right?
Okay.
Prepare a khichdi. You know what a khichdi is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Khichdi is
Lentil and rice
lentil
kind
and
of
rice
mixed
mixed together with
pudding.
light pinch of turmeric inside it,
Okay.
and you zip it over there in any specific plastic wrap so that it doesn't gives you a bad smell, and
Yeah.
put it over there in southwestern direction. Ladies, please pay attention over here. If you have anybody has relationship issues, that's what I wanted to give you, right? So if anybody has a relationship issues in your life and your partner is not listening to you, there is no warmth in your relationship. Prepare a khichdi. I'm not sure what in English you will call it. It is just like you have to prepare. You have to cook
Like
with
a lentil
lentils
lentil
and
rice
rice
pot.
together, right? And keep it over there in southwestern direction. So you prepare a khichdi, keep it in the Ziploc packet, small khichdi, and keep it in the southwestern direction. And in southwestern direction, that devata, that lord sitting, deity sitting over there, that will take a bhoga and that will start. You will find that in 40 days your relationship, the warm will start, getting developed for sure, right?
Right.
So that is definitely going to happen, because
And
my remedies are straight shot. You even if you meet me after 40 days, you will see that. But yes, if there is a serious relationship, issues, please get a proper consultation. Yeah.
right. And is there any particular dal or lentil to be used,
Any
Gopal?
dal, any
Any
dal,
lentil. All
any
right.
lentil, any.
And Lotus is also asked, if you're keeping it there for 40 days, will it not get spoiled and start smelling?
Definitely it will, and that's a very wise question, Loris, right? But don't worry about it. You just need to zip it lock, and just keep it over there in any southwestern part. Maybe you can keep it inside a pot or something so that smell does not comes out. But if you zip it, definitely, it doesn't
Ziploc,
smells
right. You're
bad.
not putting it in a
Yep,
bowl covered with a regular lid. You're
that's right.
ziplocking it. Right. And
Nice, nice thought, Loris. Great,
right.
fantastic.
And is there any specific date to put now suddenly every question is about the khichdi. There are a lot of relationship things happening out there. So
Yeah.
any specific day to put it?
Saturday, if you can do it, then that's very great, because that is going to going to solve the problems of Saturn and Rahu in your chart, right? If it is possible, you can keep it on Tuesdays as well, but Saturday is works like anything. Yep.
Right. And somebody's asked you to move with us. What is the name of the deity? You had said
It is
Davari.
the
Oh,
Varika. There
Davarika.
are 45 devatas, right? In which, one of the devata is Dauvarika. And you see, I never shared this. Maybe I'll share this in YouTube. I did this over there in my advanced Vastu's class, right? Uh, I it's like there, wherever you're sitting or wherever your home is, 45 devatas are just next to you. And I do a practical session with my students with a remedies, which 99% Vastu experts in India abroad are not doing it. I ask my students to give 45 plates to these 45 devatas. You will not, believe, Niluji, the moment we give food and offering to these 45 devatas inside the house, within 1 hour you will feel so light. Anybody can do that you cannot even imagine. That is a Vastu Mandala Puja, which I teach to my students. This is one of the rarest thing which is present in my course. And many of my students have realized it. Even if you are 60 plus, 70 plus, don't worry, changes will be there. I'll ensure. If I come to you, the changes are sure to come. I mean, because my knowledge is very authorized, which I'm giving it to you, right? So
Absolutely.
these Dvavarika as a devata, you should do that, and you will definitely get results. Yep.
Right. And people, somebody's asked, give us the connection between astrology and Vastu. People, you need to come back tomorrow again. As I had mentioned earlier in the call,
Tomorrow
there's
we'll
a
talk about
lot
it.
more happening
Yep.
tomorrow again. But wait, you need to know what's in store. There are repeated questions on the khichdi. Please listen to the replay now. All right. We're going to bring in the offers right now for you. Believe me, you want to know about this. Even this 45, uh, 45 bhog, which is a part of your training, and
Yep.
the work that Gopalji is offering. Please, you've got to check it out. Give me a moment. I'm just going to share my screen, Gopalji,
Yep.
and you can take us through this. All right,
Sure.
I have it open. And as we had mentioned earlier during the call, there is a quick. Actually, you know what, Gopalji? What is the I don't even know why I'm talking about the Dik Chakra, because that's just one thing that you're giving. This entire call has been a gift from you with with everything that you've been giving to us today, hugely, hugely valuable. So I'm not going to say you're getting one gift, because Gopalji, we've gotten a lot of gifts from you already. So people, Vastu reading and remedies for prosperity in all areas of life with Sri Gopal. You have 2 packages, a personal session and a practitioner course. Gopalji, take us through it.
Sure. Thank you so much for everyone, for being stay connected. And trust me, I'm going to change your life if you are going to listen to this, and if you're really looking forward for a solution or forward for some learning, I'm going to blow your mind, because the sessions and the packages that I have created, they are of so valuable importance that I'm going to talk about it. So the first session that I is a personal consultation with me. If you're facing any issues regarding health, regarding money, regarding prosperity, your house is cluttered, you're not getting a positive energies at house, within 40 days, and once we will do the consultations, once I'll suggest you the remedies, within 40 days you will realize that the healing will start in your house and the transformations will start. Definitely we'll try to solve one problem at the time, because if you'll do multiple things, then it may go awry. But yes, within 40 days you will realize the thing. So enhanced positive energies will be definitely be there. We will be addressing all the sudden negative impact of your relocation or the structural change that you have, and we will be balancing it. All the 16 zones of your house, we will be correcting the defects from here itself. I also pass my energies from here, so that your house also does not takes a negative impact, and you should actually sail across to it. So this is all package which is coming for with a personal consultation over there, which you will be getting. Then this will be a 30 minutes 1-to-1 online live reading with me. And trust me, I don't leave the things until and unless your problem is solved, because I ensure that your whatever the problem that you have, if you're living in a flat, or if you're living in a rented properties, then we will be solving your issues basis the Astro-Vastu approach. And what is exactly required from you is the birth chart details and the floor plan. If you have these 2 details, leave everything on me. I will walk with you over there, holding your hands. Let's go to the next slide. Thank you.
Gopalji, quick question here. So the
Yeah.
birth details and floor plan and any questions that they have, should they be sending it to you from beforehand so that they have your full 30 minutes with you, or is it happening on spot in the call only?
I think they need to book a personal reading with me,
That,
right?
yes, they
And
will
then
book the
after that,
appointment.
I'll
Right.
I'll be I'll be sharing an email wherein I'll be asking what details I'll require along with the floor plan. And so simple birth details as in date, place, time, and floor plan is an architectural map of your house with 0 degree north marked in it. That's it.
Right. What I'm
So
saying is they can send it to you before the appointed date. Once they
yes,
fix the consultation, they should make sure to send these details to you before the time of the call, correct?
that's correct. That's
Right,
correct.
right. Okay.
So this will have both. I will be studying your entire life karma. So first I will read your horoscope birth chart to ensure that what are the destiny related problems that you're facing, and in which what suffering that you are getting right now, what exactly the suffering that might can come later, and so on and so forth. And along with that, with your floor plan, I'm going to study about your house. And trust me, you don't need to speak anything. I'm going to walk the talk over there with you, and I'll detect all the problems from your horoscope and also the floor plan, and you are really going to like the session. So we'll check all 16 directions, we'll do all the corrective Vastu defects, and within 40 days you will start realizing that you are going to get the positive impacts over there. Yes, that is included in the 30 minutes of reading. So 4 bonuses. Step number 1, the people, are you interested really for bonus? The first bonus that I'm going to give you is that we are going to discuss your 4 pillars of the wealth analysis. Yes, first pillar that you have, whether do you have a savings in your account or not. Second pillar that I'm going to talk, whether the investments will be suitable or not. What do you mean by investment? Your mutual fund, your if you're doing a stock market or trading, whether it will be suitable or not. How lucky in terms of your finance, and also what are the work that you should do, what are the ropes of money that you should pull with the remedies that your money flow should automatically will be there. So the tap of the money, I'm going to talk in the 4 pillars of wealth analysis. with the remedies that is going to, that you're going to get it in bonus one. Bonus two, health is a very important factor. So with the health and immunity analysis, basis your birth chart, basis your, vastu map, I'm going to give it to you so that you always stay healthy. And I'm also going to give you some directions in your house where you should sleep, or where you should actually spend most of the time, which is more productive, and it will give you good immunity and health too. Other than this, I will also do the 15 minutes follow-up reading, which is totally free over there after 20 minutes of session. So I'm not leaving you apart. I am going to consult you after 20 days once you do all the corrective changes, that, hey, Fran, have you done the remedies? Yes or a no? And me and Fran is going to, talk with each other, right? To ensure that, yes, she has done the remedies and she's getting, the results or not. And if she has already getting it, I'll give her something more so that she can get more benefited. And then bonus number 4 is 7 days WhatsApp support. So anything and everything, if you missed during the consultation, go ahead. You have 7 more days. You can ping me on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, up till 7 days, and you will get all the support. You don't have to pay anything about it. Okay. So these are the 4 important bonuses for health, wealth, money, and success factors, and you are going to get it. So the package one is though the actual value of this, including all the inclusions, is 57K, and in USD it is 776. But because you are here in our platform, so for next 48 hours, we have a special price for all the people who are there on the call. This is only for 48 hours. It will be rolled back after 48 hours to I think that
Fair prices.
57K INR. So if you really wanted to book a consultation, please go ahead and book a consultation. It is 82% off, guys. It is just in INR, it is 999, 4 times 9, it is under 10K. And also in the US dollar, you can actually calculate it at 137. And in this, I'm going to have a systematic step by step reading. First, I'll take your birth chart, I will do my homework, and then I'll come back to you. I will schedule a Zoom call. We'll do a 30 minutes reading. We'll send you as remedies, and then we will do a follow-ups to ensure your problem is identified and also corrected. Okay. So you only have 48 hours. Please go ahead and please, lock the deal. So now coming back to the package B, the people who does not just want a support, people who really wanted to master, the who want to become a Vastu expert for residences in just 6 days. This is a practitioner course, and trust me, this is going to blow your mind. Why? I'm going to talk about 30 plus types of apartments in which you will be living, and how to identify the problem, how to just quickly predict everything just by looking at anybody's floor plan. For example, you see that just I show you a floor chart and I predicted everything. So you will be, even if you're an interior designer, if you're an architect, if you're a builder, if you're a real estate professional, if you're anyone who is a spiritual seeker, or even if you're not anyone among these, you're just a homeowner. And if you really wanted to learn this, learn and become a Vastu expert for residences, then trust me, this is a course for you, because with this you will be able to get a lot of benefits out of it. So the outcomes of this is you will be attracting the prosperity, better relationships, peace, prosperity, and also your increased well-being will be there. And it's not just about you, it's about your family and the clients as well. You will be definitely gaining a lot. Okay. So these are the benefits of learning Vastu, right? And at the same point of time, you will be able to practically and confidently predict by anybody's residence, seeing the residential chart, that, hey, this is the bad toilet that you have, and because of that, this is the problem that you have, right? For example, right now with Maumita, we predicted that if the toilet is in the southwestern direction, she was facing the relationship problems. So similarly, you will be able to predict everything, and it is basis this course, and a course that you get confident to detect and correct the issues. You become a go-to expert. And why learning from me is because of 2 factors which I personally consider myself. I have almost 20 years of practical experience and learning with Vastu, and I have done not just the residential Vastu, but also, I have done the properties evaluation for more than 300 crores of worth. So starting from a small apartment to a biggest mammoth building, I have the experience to it, so I'll be sharing a lot of my specific guidance over there, and I'll make you an expert. Thank you. Let's go over to the next slide, Niluji. So package B, you are not just a person who is doing something but for yourself. Now you are going to become a practitioner now, right? You can do your readings, you can become a Vastu expert, and you will be able to do Vastu for 30 plus apartments, right? So I'll tell you why I'm talking about 30, and you'll be able to expertly work over there on residential property, and you will be able to satisfy your client. So this is totally of 18 hours live on a Zoom call. It is switched almost for 3 to 4 weeks, and here is a big promise I'm giving it to you. This is 6 to 7 sessions related course, maximum 6 sessions. In the end of the fourth session, I am confident that I'll put you in such a situation that you will be able to confidently predict on anybody's house plan, because my systematic syllabus is like that. So you will get, other than this, you will get the downloadable recordings, you will be getting the e-manuals, and you will be getting the certificate upon the course completion as well. A lot of quizzes coming up. Yep. Other than this, now week 1, you have introduction about Vastu Shastra's 5 elements and the Vastu map along with the directions and chakra. Week 2, you will understand that how you can select a site, how you can do how you can understand the architecture layouts, how you can ensure that the orientation techniques are followed to optimize the energy, and how you can understand that the role of the rooms, open spaces, and gardens, along with the complete overview of this. Week 3, you will be understanding the Vastu guidelines and remedies. So it's not just the problem detection is important, problem remediation is also very important. You will be learning all tools and techniques, color, shapes, and materials, etc., etc. And you will also get the additional course materials which will help you as a ready reckoner, so that you can actually review and get to a right conclusion that this is the problem and this is how I solve it. So a lot of quality content coming in last 3 weeks, and I'll ensure that you know about everything, so that you can get the complete knowledge about it. So coming back to the bonuses, you will also be learning about the basic astrology e-course. You'll be learning about zodiac, Rashi, houses, and in a nutshell, you will know about a simplistic method of prediction, specifically through the Vedic birth charts. Then this is something which is mind blowing, which nobody gives, and I really wanted to offer over here. Even if your course gets completed, I still continue to provide 1 month guidance for practical application. What do I mean by that? You learn it, you complete it, you go start earning, and if you face any issues, put the charts, and I will help you over there, so that you can get you can actually get the practical guidance and 1 month additional support. Then bonus number 3 is that you have 10 plus home case studies for residential properties worth from 50 lakhs to 100 plus a year, because I have evaluated those properties and I'll be sharing my expertise. Bonus 4 is Vastu support for home layout, and bonus 5 is a name astrology e-course, which actually helps over there to fix the names for your home and other people's as well. So this is all about the important bonuses that you will be getting up, and this is how the program schedule is. We have the program starting from 19th of December. So hurry up, go ahead and just block your seat. And this is just six sessions program. And in six sessions program, I will acquaint you with such a knowledge that you will be able to confidently do residential Vastu with the ease, and also identify the defects at your own house. Thank you. And finally, this course value though is somewhere around 1.5 L in Indian INR and 2000 USD. But because you are joining with the package B with all the bonuses for next 48 hours, so this means I cannot guarantee a price the same price after 48 hours. If you take it right away, then it will be coming to somewhere around 164 USD and 12K in INR. So this is 92% off, and but this price will not be the same. So if you miss it after 48 hours, then I think that will be missed. So this is for a limited opportunity. Please go ahead and grab it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And there you have it, people. 2 very simple packages, but very powerful, deeply impactful for your lives packages. You have a personal consult at only $137 or 9,999 rupees. And after 48 hours, it is going to literally, quite literally double up, people. It will become $248 and 18,210 rupees, which, by the way, is still an offer. Even $248 and 18,210 rupees is an offer. If you go back and listen to the original amounts, which are 50,000 plus and 1.5 lakhs plus, even after 48 hours, you have an offer. But for 48 hours, you have an extra special offer. Grab it. After 72nd hour, please don't say, oh, but I missed. Then you have missed. Please, please, please grab your 48-hour deal. The training package, where you become a Vastu expert as a practitioner for residences only, it's just $164 or 12,000 rupees. And Gopalji, I noticed in the bonuses, you are actually doing a Vastu layout for your students as well, for each of their floor layouts.
Yes, so
At
your
12
residential Vastu is totally free for my student.
is from you
Yep.
at 12,000 rupees. A consultation is 10,000. The training with you is 12,000 and includes the people. There is no rocket science here. You can clearly see what you should definitely be picking up in huge numbers, because not just that, look at the wealth and world of knowledge that's going to come your way. For this also, price after 48 hours, people, almost doubling up to $286 or 21,000 rupees. So repeating, grab your 48-hour special offer at just $164 or 12,000 rupees and gain Vastu guidance and remedies for prosperity in all areas of life with Sri Gopal starting now. My God, Gopalji, really, really amazing offers. That the package we offer has just blown my mind apart totally. Just 12,000 for all that you're training. It is fantastic. Even the personal session, we've spent quite some time with you here. We've just gotten general stuff. I cannot even begin to imagine what when somebody has a personal time, personal 30 minutes straight, undisturbed with you, what all they can receive. I had missed a question, Gopalji, so I'm going
Sure.
to just quickly bring it up. And people, if you have any questions about the offers in specific, please do ask. There is Yamini, you had put your question back. Yes. So Yamini had written, are the external areas also to be considered within the direction grid, like porch, balcony, garage, if it's a two-story place?
If it is an apartment, yes, that will be considered as the total layout because that is the part of your home, right? So we should definitely, take a point into consideration if it is
Right.
an
No,
apartment. Yeah.
Gopalji, two stories.
So if it is a two-story, are you talking about the something which is outside your,
Correct. There's a porch, there's a garage, there's a
hmm,
garden.
yeah. So in that scenario, you need to take the floor plan for a built-up area. So overall, so if you're talking about two-story, then you're talking about the entire building, right?
Right.
And if you're talking about the entire building, then that will contain the entire structure, right? In which the one which is a made structure, one which is left structure, right? So that will contain the thing, and that is very easy to make because you just need to draw it out. Yep.
Right. And Diksha had asked that once the khichdi is made and put, after how many days are you supposed to replace it?
40.
40 days, right.
Yep.
So Francis had written, Fran, is that you that I see here? Is this you, Francis, had written that I was told not to use a fireplace in the northwest, so I'm not using it. And you know
Right.
what? Hang on. We're almost at the close of our call. Let Fran come and speak to you. What do you
Yeah,
say,
sure.
Gopalji?
Absolutely.
Come,
Why
Fran,
not?
let's bring you on.
You're welcome. Yep.
And people, we are heading towards closing as well. We said, come, let's
Hi, Fran.
just whatever's left, let's have you speak to him directly.
Hi, thank
Hey.
you. Well, I've been taking feng shui for years, so this blows my mind because, and first of all, with the directions, because it's not like north northwest, it's like southwest one, southwest two, southwest three. So
Right.
I don't really know. My bathroom I know is in the east. I don't know if it's like, and they're back to back, so it's east two and maybe 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. So I mean, they're both in a bad direction. But I don't know how to tell if it's like, is there a template that shows us southwest, what, like south southeast? And also, like about the fireplace, I was told that's what we used for heat. Oh no, you can't have a fireplace in the northwest. So like, I don't use it anymore. But you know, like we lost power the other day, and I'm like, now if I had the fireplace, I could just turn the fireplace on. But I'm petrified to turn the fireplace on. So, is there a remedy for that, or do you just not use fire in the northwest?
So ideally, I'll tell you, north is a place which is connected to water, right? This also Feng Shui also talks about it, right? North has a water element, and northwest is a place which is close to water, right? So
Right.
if you will try to avoid fire over there, then it is going to increase your support. It is going to increase the northwestern, capabilities over there, right? And how you actually devise the entire map, there is a mathematics behind it. So for example, that everything is 360 degrees. So whenever when you divide the 360 degrees by 16 direction, it will be coming up 22.5 degrees. So first north will be 0 degree to 22.5 degree. Then north northeast will be coming 22.5 to X number of degrees. This way you will calculate everything, and you will be able to map your entire house and see what exactly is placed over there in that area. And trust me, if you are able to do this, you will be able to get whatever the things that you are expecting. But yes, just a last tip. Ideally you shouldn't use it very frequently. Use it whenever you require, and then switch it off, that fireplace at northwest. And if you cannot avoid it, then try to have a yellow color structure, yellow color tape from three sides, as we have done for a toilet, right?
My
If it is
my
possible.
my family already thinks I'm crazy because I have water cures, I have buckets. They're like, "What's that bucket of water doing there?" Like they think I'm not. Now when I have the yellow tape, they'll really think I lost my mind. But
Right.
I'm definitely taking the course because this is like awesome. But I just,
You're welcome.
I was just wondering what your thing on that was. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll give you some other remedies as well. Don't worry. You're welcome in the course, and we'll ensure that that will be there with the least distraction. Fantastic. You have a
Okay,
good question there. Yep.
thank you.
You're welcome, friend.
Thanks, Fran. And as Fran was saying, as Francis was saying, that as it is her family thinks that she's like lost it, and now she'll put a yellow tape. Let me tell you something, Francis. Everything that you're doing, they're also getting the benefits of it. Maybe they don't realize it now, but they will be thanking you soon. And the moment you do the training with Gopalji and you rectify a lot of these things, exactly what you said, Gopalji, the support that you want. So your family is going to start complimenting you on all this work that you're doing. Am I correct, Gopalji?
Absolutely, because what I see over here, there are some other remedies as well,
Right.
which, because I didn't talk about those, so it will create a confusion over here. So
Correct.
I'm not giving it over here.
Right.
Otherwise, there are some other methods which you can apply, and definitely you can keep continue, because our main objective is to ensure that you use whatever you have, not to break it.
Right.
95% the remedies that we use, we don't ensure that is we break anything. Right. So don't worry, I'll suggest you something which is really meaningful. However, as of now, because northwest is the area wherein your money, banking, support, everything is coming up, right? And I'll definitely not want that you fire up that place, right? Because that is an anti element over there, and I want your finances to grow, right? So just ensure that you use it whenever you use it. Otherwise, switch it off. Okay. So
Super.
I think, yep. Thank you.
Right.
Great.
Thank you. And one last question, that which exactly what you were talking about the north, and Belle is asked about the north. She said she has a swastik in the north and she lights a diya there. Is it okay?
Excellent. Swastik is excellent. It's just in a blue color.
Okay, so she's saying she has a swastik and she lights a diya in front of it.
For very temporary period of time, that's
Then it's okay.
okay, but it
All right.
shouldn't be Akhanda Deepa.
Right. Okay. And Gopalji, we are about to wind up, but I've got to tell you, people did write in saying, Sunita said, "Thank you, Guruji. You're very generous with your tips. Can't wait to do a consultation with you." Anupa sends her thanks. Mumita also says, "Thank you, Gopalji. Grateful sincerely for your insights and remedies." And Sunita also says, "We love bonuses." In fact, Gopalji, there is a request that has come in, which
Yep.
I'm going to leave you with. And it's a request from Sunita. I'm going to leave it to you and the team, and you can have a word about this. there's a request that is coming. Is there a combination offer for package A and package B? So we're going to leave that for the moment, Sunita. If something works out, we'll let
Yep.
you know for sure. But please don't forget that in package B,
Right.
you're getting your layout with Gopalji, and you're getting to learn as well. So think about
See,
that also.
I'll tell you, whenever you come and study with me, I'm a person who gives everything to my students. You will stop taking it, but I will not never, stop giving it to you.
Right.
So that's what I
Absolutely.
am. And you have seen my presentation. I've given you a whole lot of download. So yeah, we'll talk about it, Sunita. Don't
Yes,
worry.
yeah,
Yep.
we will definitely. You've asked, we will consider. That is
Yep.
for sure. That much we can all tell you this right now. Gopalji, we are about to say bye to everybody,
Yep.
and there is no way that I can summarize this call at all. There is no way. There's no way that I can even begin to recall all the amazing information that has come through, all the suggestions you've given, all the advice you've given, little, tiny nuggets throughout. So, first of all, thank you for a fantastic call. And Gopalji, I don't know when somebody would have ever said this to you, but I've got to tell you, congratulations on your debut call on the
Thank
Mystic
you. Thank
Lotus and Dragonflies
thank you so
platform.
much.
Would you like to leave us with any last words?
No, I am really fortunate to have all of you. First, Neeluji, I thank you so much for bearing with me. I apologize for the little
No,
20 minutes
Gopalji,
late.
no.
So I'm so sorry for this. A little
Yeah.
bit late, making you stay over
Oh,
here.
yes.
And
No. Oh, today, don't worry about today at all.
and it's really amazing to have you all. Thank you so much. Let me just send you with the positive energy.
Okay.
Let's
Gopalji,
please.
if you're
uh,
planning to close with the mantra, will you just give me a quick minute?
yes, sure.
Because I don't want to say anything after that has been said, so that we can leave with that divine energy as well. So people, remember, tomorrow, same time, same place. So tomorrow again, and only for tomorrow, it is 5:30 p.m. IST. Okay, from Friday onwards, we go back to our normal 4:30 time. So tomorrow again, 5:30. There is more that is going to happen. So you definitely want to come. Somebody asked astrology, Rashi planets. Come back tomorrow. There is a lot in store for you. And I want to say thank you, Gopalji. Thank you, all of you beautiful people. We've had a really long call, but what a call. What a call. There's no way this call could not have taken this much time. So thank you, Gopalji, for your patience. People, thank you for yours. I'm going to say good night. Go enjoy your dinner. And Gopalji, once you're done with the mantra, you let us know. You please say
Yeah,
bye.
let me.
We'll
This
disconnect.
mantra will ensure that the positive energies goes to your house. So straighten up and just listen to this. Om Shri Gurave Namaha Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate Harihi Om Tat Sata. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Take care. We'll meet again tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay.